Hi, how are you all, friends? Welcome back to Coin Explorer. All right, folks, buckle up, because what we're about to explore today may just flip your entire understanding of everyday coins upside down. We're talking about a coin that once slipped effortlessly through people's fingers. A coin so small, so humble in size, yet possibly worth more today than most people would ever imagine. Yes, this is the story of India's 1988 25 Paise coin, a piece of change many once ignored, now possibly a ticket to something extraordinary. So before you dismiss those old Indian coins lying forgotten in a drawer or tucked away in your grandmother's purse, stop and take a closer look. Because this tiny piece of metal may just carry a story and a value that could surprise even the most experienced collectors. Let's dive in. At first glance, the 1988 India 25 Paise coin may not seem like much. It's light, it's small, it doesn't scream luxury or rarity. But as every seasoned collector knows, appearances can be deceiving. This coin is made from cupro nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that silvery gray tone with a slight golden hue as it ages. It weighs about 2.83 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. On the obverse side, you'll see the bold lion capital of Ashoka, India's national emblem, a symbol of pride, strength, and sovereignty. Just below that, the word Bharat, Bharat, in Hindi and India in English. The date, 1988, sits neatly below. Flip it over, and on the reverse side, you'll see the denomination 25 Paise written in both Hindi and English, surrounded by a floral wreath. A design so familiar to millions of Indians that it became almost invisible. Until now. But that's just the beginning. Because beneath this modest design lies a mystery, and potentially a treasure, a coin from a changing India. To understand the true significance of this coin, we must journey back to 1988, a time of transition in India. It was a period of change, both socially and economically. The world was evolving. India was on the cusp of major reform. The seeds of liberalization were being sown, although its full bloom would come a few years later. And while the people of India carried on with their lives, buying vegetables, traveling in crowded buses, saving every rupee, the 25 Paise coin quietly became a part of their daily story. It bought newspapers. It paid for snacks. It jingled in children's pockets and helped mothers count exact change at the market. It was there, every day, reliable, ordinary, unnoticed. But today, over 3 decades later, that same coin, especially the rarest versions of it, has captured the imagination of coin collectors across the globe. What makes it special? Now comes the million-dollar question. Quite literally. Why is this coin suddenly in the spotlight? Why do collectors whisper about certain 1988 25 Paise coins being worth lakhs, even millions? Let's break it down. The Reserve Bank of India minted millions of these coins for circulation in 1988. However, not all coins were created equal. Some were minted with subtle errors, others with die variations, and some at different mints: Mumbai, Hyderabad, Noida, and Kolkata, each leaving its unique fingerprint. And then there are those ultra-rare coins that escaped into circulation with misalignments, off-center strikes, or variations in the lion capital's features, like sharper manes, missing lines, or doubled lettering. These small differences, they send numismatists into a frenzy. Because in the world of coin collecting, rarity and error equals potential gold mine. And let's not forget condition. A 1988 25 Paise coin in mint or near mint condition, especially if it has an error or was struck at a less common mint, can fetch prices that are simply staggering. We're talking thousands, lakhs, and in the right auction setting, millions of rupees, or even tens of thousands of US dollars. True stories from the field. Let me tell you about one such case that shook the collector community. In 1993, an Indian coin enthusiast living in London discovered a seemingly ordinary 1988 25 Paise coin among his childhood savings. He almost dismissed it, until he noticed something strange. The Ashoka pillar emblem had a visible doubling effect, and the rim was slightly off. Curious, he had it graded by a professional numismatic service. The result? MS-67 condition, an extremely high grade for a circulated coin. It went to auction in Europe. Bidding started slow, but within hours, it became clear. This coin was not ordinary. By the end of the auction, the coin was estimated at nearly $35,000 USD. Yes, a coin once worth a quarter of a rupee, now carrying the weight of a luxury car. And that's not the only case. Rumors swirl in collector forums about privately held coins fetching confidential six-figure offers, especially ones with off-metal strikes or extremely rare mint marks. In some reports, a specific 1988 25 Paise coin with a deeply struck error allegedly fetched close to $100,000 from an anonymous buyer in the UAE. Is every coin worth that much? Of course not. But the possibility is enough to send anyone reaching for their old coin stash. How to spot a rare gem. So now you're wondering, could I have one of these valuable coins? Here's what you need to check. Condition. Is your coin shiny, undamaged, and uncirculated? The better the condition, the higher the potential. Mint mark. Look below the date on the coin. A diamond, Mumbai, star, Hyderabad, dot, Noida, or no mark, Kolkata. Each mint has its own value pattern. Errors. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, extra metal lines, faded lettering, or reverse rotation. Language and font variations. Rare lettering quirks can make a huge difference. Grading. Consider getting your coin graded by trusted services like NGC, PCGS, or ICG. A certified coin instantly commands more attention and higher bids. Remember, in the collector world, even the smallest imperfection could make your coin 1 in a million. Why the world cares. But beyond the technicalities, let's talk emotion. Why do collectors, in India, the UK, the US, and even Japan, care so much about a 25 Paise coin? Because this coin represents more than metal. It's a reminder of a simpler time, a symbol of a rising India, a token from an era of payphones, handwritten letters, and transistor radios, a piece of personal and national memory. To collectors, it's not just a coin. It's a story, a time capsule, a legacy. And in the auction world, stories sell. History sells. Emotion sells. Your next move. So, what should you do next? 1. Search your drawers. Look through your old boxes, wallets, savings jars, anywhere old coins might hide. 2. Examine closely. Use a magnifying glass. Take clear photos. 3. Do your research. Join online forums, read auction archives, follow Indian numismatic channels. 4. Get it graded. If it looks unique, send it to a professional grading service. 5. Document everything. Keep your coin's history intact. Provenance matters, because you never know. The next great coin discovery could come from your own home. So there you have it. The story of India's 1988 25 Paise coin. A coin that once bought a piece of candy, now turning heads in international auctions. Is it common? Yes. Is it rare? Sometimes. Is it priceless? For the right collector? Absolutely. Don't underestimate the value of what you already have. That small coin lying in your house might just be your doorway to history, or even something much, much greater. Thanks for joining us, fellow treasure hunters. If you enjoyed this story, smash that like button, subscribe to stay updated on coin discoveries from around the world, and share this with someone who might have coins collecting dust. And remember, always check your change, because one day, a 25 Paise coin could be worth more than a car, more than a house, maybe even more than a lifetime of savings. Keep hunting, keep believing, and may your next coin be the one that changes everything.